Pagwa, general, devil strong. As me I said to you before, none of the artists them, when you say I give out money, none of the artists them, when you say I give out care packages, none of them are wicked, yeah? None of them is wicked. And none of them not giving out things from a good place. Them just give it out because they want people to look on them for something. Enough of them already, them careers what it is. So right now, them I use it. You know this remind? It's got to be so much cleanup that need to be done for some of these environment where I've been badly affected by this hurricane is that people cannot, there's no way you can be there. You cannot build back there again. Now, a lot of houses that have been covered by water, whether you like it or not, I believe it, there's a lot of family and people that lost their life that are under those houses. A lot of people under them. People drowned in those houses. People died in that house. The sea come in and take a lot of people. A lot of those river where you see and all that.
Okay, boom viewers, welcome back to the channel. Subscribers already know the thing set. We're blessed. You also know the story incomplete if made up on the beat and it can see upon the screen. It's not a good look, my people. It's not a good look. And the things that Dr. Love is saying, it's not going to make you feel good in a sense because him say I'll be a carelessness of going on yard, you know, and a lot of blame is being put upon the government. Put in the comment section what you think about that because if you don't have homeowners insurance, my people, what do you really want the government to do? You see what I say? And he's letting us know how these cash donations is going. Because you know, 400 million cash donations, the people that may say, them, the government, I get, you know. You know what I mean? So them want, you know, or the DVD are going, you know, but them not knowing, say, when you get generator, you put gas in it. You know what I mean? All type of stress, you see what I say, lies on one man chest, broken. Boy, oh 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 boy. People, let's hear what go on.
A lot of people lost their life inside of these places. So there is a big problem and there's people that looking for their loved one that never find and probably not going to be found because a lot of them have lost their life. And one I think that people not talking about is that they're digging hole and a bury people. People not talk about that. People dig hole and a bury people because them say, yo, their life come first. It better have them dig a hole and bury them than to have dead body around them that's going to cause a disease and an outbreak. So there's people, right, that are not been counted for, that have been buried. And guess what happened? People know about it. The numbers are off. And you cannot have these little girls, you cannot have these little pitney and all that just up on the road like that and all of these things happen. There is problem and you cannot blame the government for everything that is going on. But we need to be smart about things and understand that, okay, there is a situation. The government have a situation right at their foot. This was an unprepared situation, right? They never prepared for this. They never know it would come. And when the government was telling people that they should move from their location, people did not want to move. People that lost their life could have ended up being alive today. They did not want to move because they don't want to left their yard, they don't want this, and then lose their life or in a worse situation when they could have found themselves inside of a shelter and go back and rebuild later on. So there's a lot of things that should have been done that people should have done that did not do. You can't blame the government, You cannot blame the government and say the government this and the government that and all of that. We need a good solution. We need a plan. But guess what happened? The government cannot come up with this plan by themselves when you got people out there are not cooperating. When the government was telling the people them to leave, they still stay the same way. When the government knows that the area that you live in was not a safe area. A lot of fathers have put their kids' life at risk. A lot of mothers have put their kids' life at risk. A lot of family have risked their kids' life, their whole family life because of ignorance and because of stubbornness. So what I'm saying to you guys, we can't preach to you. Come in and defend the government. The government need to do a little bit more than what they're doing, yes. But everybody's saying that we're working together and we're going to rebuild together. I really hope that they do not rebuild some of these houses in some of these locations. I really hope that some of these houses does not rebuild. I talk about this all the time, even your people will live like St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland and Negril and Chilani and all that will live a foreigner complain. People live in America and in a about say, oh, them build them house and them house wipe away and government for help them and all that. But you live in America. You live overseas that you can't afford. Why you did not get insurance on your property? Okay, insurance may not cover everybody through natural disaster or whatever it is. But you should have get insurance on your property. You should have got insurance on your property. You should have been protecting yourself. You should have been doing certain things. And some of these houses did not build good. When you see some board house where hurricane passed through and it's still standing same way. And you see some big mansion where people build just blow down like that. Because it did not build good. Bad contractor, bad material, bad steel, bad cement, bad everything. A man just build a house because they want a mansion and don't know, say, okay, you need an architect, it need to be built right. So everybody is at fault. It's not one person at fault. The government is not at fault. You're at fault. The government at fault to an extent. Everybody, because guess what? There's things that you did not do. You need food. You beg food, you get food, you fight for food, you this, you that, you this and everything and all. Beg some plywood, beg some cement, beg some steel, beg some nail, beg some things that you can rebuild yourself and all of that. And even when the government give them something and still a complain. And then people say, well, the government need to give them the generator. Someone look at stupid people. When you go and plug it, when you go and do the generator? When you go and get gas to supply the generator? Where are you going to get gas to supply the generator? Okay, you get some gas for supply the generator, you run an extension card for plugging your phone or whatever it is. But where you going to get gas every day for run the generator? Someone who don't need generator will not complain. Someone who don't need things, people that don't even need food, that are getting food are still complaining. The people them going to shelter, right? When you can't say the government never going to shelter. Them in a shelter, them a rape, them a fight, them a do all kind of manner in a shelter, right? Everywhere you turn, there's a problem. And then you have outside media that are coming in Jamaica that are seeing the behavior and the aggressive ways that some of the people have. You think them are going to want to help you now? Them not, and guess what happen? The way things are go at Jamaica with food, if all the food are buying a certain year, oh, well, Andrew, well, let's bring hurricane because he want to control St. Elizabeth. Well, Andrew, well, let's bring hurricane come to Jamaica because, oh, them are going to turn yourself in a smart city. Well, Andrew, well, let's and him friend then cook up and Bill Gate and then them come and then make the hurricane come. One thing we don't know. I bet you don't know this, sir. We don't notice that every hurricane will come this year. When you say one come America, all of the major hurricane them will come. When you see them reach a certain places, you know see every major hurricane will come this year, you know see everyone of them turn in a one direction. Oh, Dr. Love, you know what happened? You know, say something alright. Me need a think, you know. But every hurricane come, it turn. When all this is said and done, if $100 million, out of the $100 million, some go over so and some go over so. Money I run. Careless money I run. Nobody feels say $100 million phone alone. You feel me? So there's things that need to be done and people need to look at. And the next thing to me that talk about before this benefit concert, all of these benefit concert them I keep. I'm telling you something. You say some of the people are wicked. Some of the people is wicked. Some of the people is wicked on a wicked Melissa. Okay. Some of the people have benefit concert. If an artist normally charge $20,000, when you go to an artist and say, yeah, what go on? We are keep a benefit concert, you know. But no say you charge 20,000, but we only can give 5,000. The artist have a change of heart and mind and say, alright then, we'll take the $5,000. Alright. Think about this, people. If the concert make $100,000 and them say them keep the concert to raise money or whatever it is, Them take 40,000 and share it up between 20 artists. There's $60,000 leave. You see that 60,000 will leave? Them are going to take 20 out of that $60,000. And them are going to take that. Them are, 60 leave. They want to take 20,000 out of that. Right? You see the balance we left? That a share up and a go in a people pocket. It now reach and it now buy food and it now buy plywood and it now buy things we're supposed to buy. People make money off it. And it is wrong for a lot of people want to keep benefit concert and use people to make money in a time like this. I remember saying enough of these benefit concert we are keep and going to keep, a lot of it is cash. A lot of it is cash. And if you got 30,000 cash coming through one gate, me guarantee you say 30,000 and not give account for. It's only gonna be 15 or 10. Everywhere you turn, it is robbery. Right across the board. And all of this must come to an end at some point where people don't have nothing to rob from. So what I'm saying to the people, if we not help the people them, help them. Right? Some of them have some big land. Big land, what do not use. And you want to help the people them? Talk to the government, talk to the parish council, talk to the mayor. And say, I want to help these people. I want to give them this place for 2 years. I want here to build up some boardhouse panel that these people can have somewhere to go. And stay. When you blaming the government and say the government is not doing certain things, but a lot of artists and a lot of citizens in Jamaica have land, acres of acres, can help and they're not doing it. And like I said to you before, even in the cleanup process, they should be using our prisoners that sit in a jail that are good behavior, not giving any problem, not gonna run away, have a less sentence left. The government should be using some of these prisoners to bring them down to these areas and make them clean up and make them work. There's no way you should have a man in a jail that soon come out in the next 2 months or 6 months and he not get no trouble. He may depend on best behavior and you have him in a jail sit down and 3 and 4 meals a day. And there's work out there. Put them to work. Give them work to do. They should not be there behind bar every day enjoying life. Put them to work. Remove them from the jail. Get the JDF. Put them in the bus and bring them down there. Give them some tent. Feed them. Make sure they have somewhere we can use bathroom and make them work. Because I'm telling you guys, it's gonna come a time where only you say bulldozers are gonna come in and them have to go start clean up these areas or them have to start to light some of these areas. Because there's no way to fix some of these areas. I'm telling you, I'm gonna see this happen. They must start bulldozer and clean down some of these areas. And if 100 people used to live in one area and it have been badly affected by the hurricane, I'm telling you the 100 people are not going to have able can live back in that area. Because the sea come back for its own spot. The river come back for its own spot. There's a lot of things that's going to happen, whether you like it or not, that you must be prepared for. And then at the same time to Christmas will come. People are going to start to get frustrated. Right? People are going to start to get very defensive. Start to riot. There's going to be problem. Especially when people are hungry. There got to be something that needs to be done now. Because everybody are going. Everybody are bringing food. Bus are going. Truck are going. All kind of things are happening that is not been shown on the media. And I'm not there in Jamaica, but I have journalists friend who work and tell me say, yo, you have to dare to see it, and it's not what you think it is. Look out for your brother, look out for your sister. Leave the little girl them alone, leave the little boy them alone. In this time, there's a lot of human trafficking that's going on in Jamaica. There's so much going on, and I'm telling you, the death toll in Jamaica is high. All over. It's not what they're telling you. There's more people die than that. And if you can help a family member to post up something or try to help them to find their loved one, help. Help as much as possible because it's a serious time. And this is not what people was looking for. The year come to an end and this is a disaster that have happened. So me I beg you, do what you can do. Do what you can do. And we just have to just stay strong and just let it be what it is. And as I said, big up to everybody who help and big up to everybody who did it. And we just want the government to move the people them. Me hear people talk about shows all over Jamaica. No time to keep the show in Jamaica. There is no time to keep showing in Jamaica. The country is under distress. Me hear said Duns River are whooping back. Me hear said this are whooping back. Me all of that. The other part of Jamaica cannot open back. They are going through things.
At the end of the day, it's just sad. All the rich people is going to benefit off of poor people's struggles. And this is why poor people need to just get themselves together. You see, man, say stop employing these politicians that's robbing and stealing and not looking out for your best interests. You know what I mean? But when I go along with this, no longer my people do the right thing and like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell if you don't know if I drop the latest one. Bless.